Don't be afraid.
The fact that I say I enjoyed this film as much as I did requires justification that I don't think I can provide. I really don't. I can point out the things that were wrong with this film. I have a much more difficult time pointing out why I enjoyed it so much, because it was not like there were scenes that were hilarious to me in the way that typically we get some good bad films that have hilarious scenes, but it was just very atmospheric, very low budget, but with a remarkable set. The set was this abandoned amusement park, and I had read something about it. I think a lot of the film itself was written around the fact that they had access to this abandoned theme park or amusement park, because there's scenes in which they're just arbitrarily doing things in these amusement park settings, like they're running through these rollers and things like that, and I didn't even understand how they had gotten there. In this story, such as it is convoluted enough that I never really followed. Apparently a family buys this amusement park property. I think they're looking for their missing kid, something like that. And then, at night or whatever, the carnival is being run by zombies, vampires, blood drinkers. The guy who sells them the property, I think it was the guy who sold them the property, is some kind of vampire minion, and there's some lead vampire guy. Anyways, none of that really matters because I don't think I can tell you what direction any of that was going. But it was a really bizarre mix, like I said in the chat, I thought, of scenes that were perfectly shot, looked really, really well done, like somebody with a real eye for directorial photography played a hand in it. And then scenes that were just laughably poorly shot, like unforgivably bad in ways that were good, bad film quality. But all of it, very interesting settings and sets, and it all took on a very kind of surreal quality that hard to replicate in films, I would think. I think somebody said that, if David Lynch had done this film, they would call it genius. And absolutely right. This was very much a David Lynch film without the budget. The only thing, I've said that David Lynch is kind of like a Neil Breen with a budget, but I really feel like David Lynch is absolutely Malatesta's Carnival of Blood, with a budget, because the only thing separating it was like quality of actors and things like that, but there was but the nonsensicalness can either be taken as incompetence or artistic genius, depending on which direction people want to go with that. And I'm not sure that we're dealing with necessarily artistic genius and just the failed attempt at telling a story for either Lynch or this film.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.